Am I the idiot for demanding that I have a vehicle considered mine even though our finances are joint? My husband, male 33, and I, female 31, are financially comfortable and live well below our means. We both keep our own spending accounts and credit cards, and any excess is put into a shared savings account. About 11 years ago, I bought a new car that I brought into the relationship. This car was paid off prior to our finances merging and has always been my car. He bought a well-used, super rusty truck a few years ago for $2,000, and it had had a lot of problems. This has been his truck. We've always used my car for any distance driving and really for most things outside of towing or when we occasionally are both going somewhere separate at the same time. This is unusual because we both work at home and we spend most of our time together. This arrangement works great in my opinion. Late last summer, my car broke down. It needs a difficult-to-obtain part and is out of commission until at least June. We recently had a baby, so I've been looking at vehicles with a higher safety rating for our Visnoy area anyways, so I wasn't too heartbroken. I drive my son to daycare every day, so I need a vehicle. I ramped up my research and went to 7 dealerships to test drive a bunch of SUVs and chose one. It was pricey, nearly $30,000, so I brought my husband to drive it, and we agreed that it was a good fit. I told him I could get a loan or we could pay cash, and that it was his choice. We paid cash, and the car was put under my name. That same week, he took his truck in to get brakes done. The mechanic told him the truck was so rusty that it was going to fall off the frame and wasn't worth the price of the brakes. This is obviously a safety issue for our son, so he got rid of the truck. Now the issue. I told him to get a new car, and he won't. Instead, we have been a one-vehicle family, which has caused problems. He argues with me that the car is not my car, it's our car. I told him if he wants this one, I can buy another one, but I want to have my own vehicle where I always have priority when it comes to driving it. I know some families only keep one car, but financially, there is no reason for us to do it, and it's frustrating that when he takes the car, the baby and I are stuck at home, and vice versa. It's fine if we share only until June when the car that was mine gets fixed, but I don't want that to be my car anymore. I did all the research and work involved in picking and buying the new car. He gets irritated when I call it my car or thank him for putting gas in my car, etc. I think it's totally normal for an adult to want their own car, and he thinks I'm an idiot for refusing to consider it belonging to the family. We agree to ask you, am I the idiot for demanding that I have a vehicle considered mine, even though our finances are joint? Edit to add. We live about 20 minutes from my family. When he was out, I'd usually use this time to spend with my family. For now, that's not feasible if he takes the car. Not the idiot. The problem isn't that you want a car to be considered just yours. It's that your family needs a second car. Sharing a vehicle when you can easily afford a second one is ridiculous. Tell your husband if he doesn't want to buy a second one, you will take care of it and buy one for yourself. You're the idiot. If you want this car to be yours, buy your partner out. You can't have him pay for your car with your shared money. Not the idiot. We have 2 cars, mine and his. Mine is much more than a family car. All keys are available, and if my husband needs my car for some reason, he lets me know and takes it. I did the same with him. I picked out my car, and he picked out his. We pay for them from a joint account. Seriously, this is normal, assuming you can afford it, and from your description, you can. I don't understand your husband's stance. Is she wrong for demanding the car? Let me know in the comments. Now, am I the idiot for refusing to marry under my fiancé's religion? So my fiancé, male 29, and I, female 29, got engaged after 5 years of being together. We delayed any planning to avoid me from getting distracted, since I'm about to take the bar exam, and I tend to hyperfix it. I'm Roman Catholic and have always dreamt of being married in a Catholic church. My fiancé knows about this and knows I've never really had any celebrations, birthdays, achievements, or other life events celebrated in my life, so I'm just waiting for me to get married. My fiancé's father has a high position in their church, which is equal to that of a priest. So I've thrown away my dreams of a church wedding and said I'm okay with a destination wedding. He agreed that he also doesn't want to be married in their church anyway, since the location is extremely inconvenient for everyone, and it wouldn't look good in photos. We haven't talked about the wedding until one day he said that FFIL said that if we're getting married to a Catholic priest, it would be better if we just do a civil wedding. I got hurt and mad and told my fiancé that FFIL shouldn't be deciding for us since he isn't the one getting married and he wouldn't even be giving a single penny for the wedding. So why should his opinion matter? My FFIL and I never really had a good relationship. He refuses to accept my friend requests, always ignores me during gatherings, was pretty excited when my fiance's ex, who goes to their church, contacted him and asked for fiance's number. And during the few private masses I attended, he'd always talk badly about rich people while looking at me. Our families have a significant financial difference, and my fiance said that it might just be because my father-in-law is insecure. The house we're living in, my fiance's car, and gold jewelry are all from my parents. Father-in-law is not the provider type. My fiance got mad and accused me of disrespecting his father. I told him father-in-law had disrespected me first, and they should not have planned the wedding without asking for my opinion. He then accused me of just wanting to always get my way and that I am just trying to be controlling. He reasoned that it would be embarrassing if other people found out that the son of a priest got married under Roman Catholicism. I told him all I wanted was for him to acknowledge the pain I felt when my beliefs were disregarded, and my dreams were crushed when I was told I'd only get married in a civil wedding. He told me, why would I even care what priest officiates our wedding since it's not in a church? He later admitted that he assumed that because he's the son of a priest, I would just convert to their religion, then accused me of not accepting that part of him. I simply told him that he should have looked for a girl who's already of their own. Both of us won't budge, so I said if he wants a civil wedding, then we'd just do the bare minimum of 2 witnesses, and neither families are invited. I feel like I may have overreacted a bit, so am I the idiot? Edit. We're part of the Eastern Catholic Church, not covered by prohibition of outdoor weddings. Fiance's religion is derived from Catholicism. He knew I didn't want to be part of their church due to their members. Not the idiot. It's understandable that you would want to plan your wedding with your partner and not have him try to plan with his dad without you. Going to be real, were there never any discussions about the role religion would have in your lives going forward? If he's saying he assumed you would convert, it doesn't sound like it. You're the idiot. You think your religion is more important than his. The compromise is a civil marriage. Who do you think is in the right? Let me know in the comments. Now, am I the idiot for not spending my birthday with my mom? My parents have 50-50 custody of me, but usually they don't force me to stay anywhere because of custody. I'm allowed to stay with whoever I want. I, a 16-year-old female, have been living with my dad for 5 years. I visit my mom occasionally, but I prefer my dad's home because I have to share a room in my mom's home, which I hate. My 17th birthday is in 2 weeks, and my mom is insisting I spend my birthday with her and her kids. The problem is that my dad and I were planning to celebrate my birthday at my favorite restaurant. It's a very expensive restaurant, and the food is perfect. So, if I spend my birthday with my mom, I'll have to eat her food instead. I told my mom that unless she can take me somewhere like that restaurant, I'd rather spend my birthday with my dad. She said she can't afford it, and I said fine, but I'm not coming then. An hour later, my aunt, who is my mom's sister, sent me a long text calling me an ungrateful idiot and lecturing me about how I should treat my mom. So I had to block her. I think they are very unreasonable. It's my birthday, and I should be able to spend it how I'd want. You're the idiot because of your wording to your mother. Want to spend it with your father? Fine, but I think it's rather harsh to not spend it with your mother because she can't afford it. Not the idiot for wanting to spend your birthday with your dad, but you're the idiot for going for who has more money. Your dad seems to be able to take you to nice places, and your mom can't. So you clearly favor your dad just because your mom can't afford those things. You come across like a little bit of a brat who sees one thing here: money. Of course, I can't judge how you usually are, but from this story alone, you sound like that to me. Your mother is trying to spend time with you and give you a nice birthday, but you are only after the money. Now, am I an idiot because I didn't go to my mom's 60th birthday after she was excited to see my new baby? I'm a 24-year-old female, and I have a 3-month-old baby with my husband. I have an older sister, a 38-year-old female who is child-free. My older brother, a 42-year-old male, has 3 children. He's been with his partner, a 45-year-old male, for nearly 15 years. Their eldest, a 24-year-old female, is the biological daughter of my brother's partner from a past relationship. Their other 2 children were adopted at ages 5 and 7, and are currently 14-year-old and 16-year-old males. When I gave birth to my daughter, my mother cried because she was so happy to see the first baby born into the family. That didn't sit well with me, but I was tired and didn't think much about it. Since then, she's only gotten worse. She keeps saying things to me like she's so happy to finally have a baby around to spoil. I've asked her not to spoil the baby since my husband and I are fairly anti-consumerist, and we already have everything we need for the baby. Also, we wanted to keep things relatively gender neutral, and we chose not to know the sex before birth. Now my mother is going all out with pink gifts, insisting no one will know she's a girl if she's dressed like that. She complains that neither my sister nor I are feminine enough for her, and has remarked that I'm at least maternal enough to want to experience motherhood. Then she went so far as to say that she's so happy to have her first granddaughter to spoil. That finally set me off. I told her she has a granddaughter already, and I don't appreciate how she's treating my baby preferentially to my brother's kids. Her claim is that they live farther away, 1 hour, and are all older, not babies, and she's just excited about a baby. We had an argument about it, and I haven't been talking with her much for the 2 weeks since then. My mother recently turned 60, and her party was today. I had texted her last week that I will not be attending. Her read receipts are on, and it was read immediately. Apparently at the party, she acted surprised and hurt when we didn't show up. My phone started blowing up with calls from family, most of whom were simply asking if I was all right, because it's not like me to be a no-show. I let them know I had told her I was not going to the party. This caused quite the dramatic stir. My mother is claiming she doesn't know what she did wrong. Some of the family members that called advised me that some things you just have to put aside and show up for your family, even when you're mad at them. Basically, they were telling me to be the bigger person or else I'm an idiot. It's hard for me to exactly put it into words why I'm upset with her. And I'm second-guessing. Maybe she really is just happy to have a baby around. Maybe I'm overreacting. Not the idiot. Your mom's behavior is atrocious, and it's really great of you to stick up for your brother's kids. Treating adopted grandkids or stepchildren like they don't count, even unintentionally, is super crappy of your mom. And it also sounds like she's trying to push her values on you to boot. We currently have a baby and are doing everything gender neutral. And if one of our parents tried to do what your mom is doing, I'd be furious. We know we've been so lucky that they haven't, and it definitely makes me feel for you that you haven't been as lucky. You're the idiot. It's the first baby born in your generation. She's making a fuss for a baby, not dismissing your brother's adopted children. You seem very intolerant, wanting her to be like you. Ironically, when you insist that your daughter will be brought up to be herself. Get off your high horse and stop gatekeeping. This, whether you like it or not, is factually your mother's first baby grandchild. Should she have gone? Let me know in the comments. Now, would I be the idiot if I kept my sister's gift? I, 22, female, received a package from Amazon a few days ago. It came by UPS, and I signed for it. When I opened the box, there was a Switch OLED, 2 games, a memory card, headphones, a case, cute rubber things for the control sticks, and a bag to carry everything. I then saw the Amazon invoice, and the bill was close to $1,000. I didn't order this package, so I called Amazon to make sure I wasn't charged. I found out I wasn't charged, and that someone sent me this package. Since they didn't say it was a gift, Amazon couldn't tell me who sent it. I was super happy about my gift, since my birthday was coming up. I literally cried because I was so happy. I never received such a nice gift. Everything was to my taste. I loved the games, case, headphones, and bag. I opened everything right away. I played with my Switch and put on the case. I got a call a few hours later from my mom. She asked if I received her package. I decided to play dumb for fun. I wanted her to tell me she sent me a birthday gift. She told me she ordered my younger sister a birthday gift from Amazon and shipped it to my apartment, so my sister couldn't find it and ruin her surprise. My mom had my sister's best friend pick out the gifts to make sure it was something she liked. My sister was born on February 29th, so my mom always went all out on her birthday. She felt bad that my sister couldn't celebrate her actual birthday. I asked my mom what she got me for my birthday, and she said I was too old for birthdays. My sister is turning 19, but she still gets gifts. My mom stopped giving me gifts when I was 17. My dad always gives me a gift card for $20 to $30. I always felt jilted at birthdays. My mom gave me things I needed like a calculator for school, new rain boots, and other necessities. My sister got fun gifts. We were lower middle class, so we couldn't afford nice things. There was a clear difference in treatment. I had chores, my sister didn't. She did something wrong. I got blamed for not watching her. She was always the favorite, and she knew it. She would rub it in all the time. She would say it's because she was prettier, smarter, more likable, and light-skinned. The only thing I'm willing to admit is she is light-skinned, which gives her pretty privilege where I'm from. I'm dark brown. Sorry for rambling. I just wanted to provide background information. I want to keep the package, but I'm not sure if I should, considering it was not meant for me. In case anyone was wondering, my sister has a Switch Lite. Also, my mom always does things without asking me, so she didn't feel the need to ask for my permission to use my address. I was invited to my sister's party, and I did buy my sister a gift. It was a gift card worth $100 to her favorite store and a Starbucks cup. I may not like my sister, but I don't want to be a nasty person. If you vote for me, idiot, I'll just buy her gifts from Amazon because I can't give her used items. Edit number 1. I told my mom I did not receive the package. Edit number 2. I regret writing this post. I know I am the idiot. I just wanted a third party to justify my actions. I plan on telling my mom what I did tomorrow. I will tell her I thought it was for me and played the games. I'll offer her the money or agree to repurchase the items off Amazon. UPTATD. I went to my parents' house today. I told them I opened the package and played the games since I thought it was for my birthday. I told them I lied about receiving the package as a joke at first, but then I kept it up because I was embarrassed. My mom was upset and said, "How could I be that dumb?" She said I should have known it was for my sister. She then brought up how no one would give me something that expensive, which hurt. I asked her if she wanted the money, and she said no. She told me to keep the package and that she would rebuy the gifts for my sister. She said there was no way she could give used items to my sister. I know I should be happy that I got to keep the package and I didn't have to pay anything, but I feel really bad. Everyone sucks here. The audacity of your mom to buy your sister a $1,000 gift package when not giving you anything at all for your birthday amazes me. I'd consider going no contact after this. Consider putting everything back in the box and giving the gift personally to your sister. Explaining you thought it was for you since your birthday is also coming up. Tell her what you've received and make it clear how you feel about this. Not the idiot. It was addressed to you specifically and sent to your address. You have every right to keep that Switch, and absolutely every right to cut your mom off so she can't torment you anymore. You're the idiot because you've essentially stole, but I really am sympathetic. Your mom just sounds awful. I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. I have to watch my mother-in-law do this to my wife by spoiling the frick out of my sister-in-law while treating my wife like fricking Cinderella.